Dear friends, welcome in my class today. Today we are going to talk about the future tense. We are going to talk about the different forms of the future. We will talk about the present simple. We will talk about the present continuous. We will talk about be going to and will plus in infinitive. Let's start today our show for you, of course. Number one today. Look at my class. Inside my class you can see quite well. You can see past. This is my blackboard. Now let's start with the future simple. Number one, present simple. Present simple, the past leaves at 3 p.m. We use present simple at fixed timetable for things. We have a meeting. We are going to talk about a meeting. We talk about school, time of the school. We are going to talk about the time of the film at the cinema. So there is a fixed timetable for these things. So we use present simple when we talk about something is going to happen at a certain time. Now look at the next one. When does your bus leave? When does your bus leave? The bus leaves at 5 o'clock. The bus leaves at 5 o'clock. Look at the verb, this verb, leaves. We use present simple because it's the timetable for things. What does the bus leaves? The bus leaves at 5 o'clock. When is the movie? When is the movie? When is the movie? The movie is at 7 o'clock. This is a fixed time. The movie starts at 7 o'clock. The movie begins at 7 o'clock. Things that have been arranged for, we use present simple tense. Now look at this one. When does the meeting start? When does the meeting start? The meeting starts at 7 o'clock. The meeting starts at 7 o'clock. Now again, the future continuous verb to be plus ing. We use verb to be plus ing. I can't see you at night. I can't see you at night. Why? I'm meeting my grandfather. We can't meet you because I have arranged for something else. For things which have been arranged for, we use present continuous tense. We don't use present simple. In the first videos, we talk about things which have been arranged for. But today, the person himself is arranged his time. We are persons. We arrange for the things to happen, not to be happened for us. I can't see you at night. Why? I've arranged something in my mind. I am meeting my grandfather. Something we have arranged for. Now look, why can't you come? Why can't you come tonight? Why can't you come tonight? As I am visiting my aunt. I have arranged to visit my aunt. I've arranged to visit her. What have you arranged for that evening? Arranged for something. I've arranged for something. We are seeing a film at the movie. We are seeing a film at the movie. يبقى هنا البيرسونز هم اللي بينظموا الأشياء نفسهم. هنا نشوف عندنا هنا this is a ticket. What do you think he wanted to talk about? Ticket. To. Be going to, we use be going to when we plan for something, when we intend to do something, when we decide to do something. when we plan to do something, when we intend to do something, when we decide to do something. She has bought the tickets. This is her decision. This is her intention. This is her plan. So she has bought the tickets for something. What is it? She is going to travel. He is going to join the club. He is going to join the club. They have planned it. They have planned it. So something is planned for, something is intended for, something we have decided to do. We use be going to. What are your plans for tomorrow? What are your plans for tomorrow? What are your plans for tomorrow? I'm going to visit the zoo. I'm going to visit the zoo. Here we can see the verb plans. Number 2, what do you intend to do? What do you intend to do? I'm going to see the film. I'm going to see a film. Something we have arranged for. Be going to, we use be going to for evidence. Look at this tree. I think this tree is going to fall down. It's going to fall down because this is an evidence. The tree is leaning. The tree is leaning. What do you think is going to do? It's going to fall down. So we use be going to for nearby actions, for the nearby actions, or an evidence for something is going to happen very near. Okay. Now we will talk about well and the use, and this is the last form we will talk about today. We use well when we talk about the age of people. Next year, my brother will be 10. This is the age, okay? We use well when we talk about offering. Don't worry, I will go to the market with you. Don't worry, I will go to the market with you. This I offer to go with you. Well is used with request. Is used with request. Will you clean the room for me? Will you clean the room for me? This is a request. If you please, I want you to clean my room. Correct decision when it's a phone. What are you going to do? I will answer the phone. Okay, this is well. Once again, well is used with prediction. There will be an earthquake next year. This is not going to be happen now. Personal thinking, when you give your opinion, when you giving your personal opinion. I'm sure they will win the match. I predict. This is personal opinion, but there is no evidence. Doubt, well is used with doubt. They will probably pass the exam. We use well with the conjunctions when there are two sentences. If it rains, I will stay at home. In case of giving me two sentences, I use the well. If it rains, I will stay at home. This is the well. Now, you would see video. الآن ستشاهدون فيديو. الفيديو اللي احنا هنعرضه النهاردة بيتكلم على المستقبل. أتمنى إنه يعجب حضراتكم in my class today. Now we will
Future Future Tenses in English from espressoenglish.net. Many students use will for everything in the future, but this is not completely correct. There are various future tenses in English, and in this lesson you are going to learn when to use each one. For predictions, use will, won't, or going to. For example, the economy will improve this year is the same as the economy's going to improve this year. In general, with first conditional sentences, using the word if, we use will and won't. For example, if you practice every day, your English will improve. If you don't study, you won't pass the test. For intentions, use going to. Intention is when you want to do something, but you haven't yet taken action. For example, this year I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to get out of debt. I'm going to join a gym. Going to is commonly used for New Year's resolutions. Now let's talk about plans and arrangements. Plans and arrangements are when you have already taken some action to make the plan a reality in the future. There are three possible tenses to use with plans and arrangements: going to, present continuous, or future continuous. For example, you can say, "We're going to visit him next week." Using the present continuous, you can say, "We're visiting him next week." Or, using the future continuous, "We'll be visiting him next week." These three structures, "we're going to visit," "we're visiting," and "will be visiting," in this context, these are essentially the same. For decisions in the moment, promises, and offers, use will. An example of a decision in the moment is ordering in a restaurant. "I'll have the chicken salad." Use will for promising. "I'll call you at 5 o'clock." Use will for offering. "I'll help you with the homework." For scheduled events in the future, use the present simple. Scheduled events are things like transportation schedules, conferences and events, and things that operate on a regular schedule, like the opening or closing of a store or bank. So it's more common to say, "Our flight leaves at 8 o'clock," instead of "Our flight will leave at 8 o'clock." The conference starts tonight, and not "the conference will start tonight," because it's a scheduled event. Finally, we have events that will be completed before a specific time in the future. In this case, use the future perfect. Imagine that right now it's 12 o'clock p.m. and I need to finish a project before 5 o'clock p.m. I can say, "By 5 p.m. I will have finished the project," because the completion of the project comes between now and 5 o'clock. The future perfect is typically used with by and by the time. Some people call the future perfect the past in the future because I am imagining being at a future point in time, 5 o'clock, and looking back on an action that has been completed in the past. Your homework is to complete the 5 exercises under this video that will help you use these future tenses in your English today. Thanks for watching English Tips from Espresso English.